What's up, YouTube? So today I want to talk about a little secret that Vital has built in. Well, I guess it's not really a secret, but it's more of one of the advanced settings. So today I want to talk about the ability to unison spread wavetable position, as well as some of the other spectral effects. So traditionally, unison is used for pitch, to create a bit of detune, to create some stereo effect for lead lines and that kind of thing. However, you're not limited to just detuning the pitch. There are several other features in Vital which make it really cool for sound designy stuff. This technique is great for creating sounds that sound anywhere from like glassy tones to magical spellcast type of effects. And for those who checked out my top 50 tips and tricks for Vital video, and you made it all the way through that, you may know about this feature. However, today I kind of want to talk about it a little bit more in depth. So anyway, here I've got Vital, I've got an init patch, and I'm just going to choose one of these wavetables here. I think Xome Juice, one of the factory wavetables, should work pretty well for this. What we want to do is we want to enable the unison like this. Turn it up all the way to 16 voices. So these settings are over here in Vital's advanced panel. And to more outline exactly what's going on here, I actually want to turn the detune range down. So now there's nothing actually happening with this voicing. All it's doing is it's creating some panning, right? Here we have these three knobs over here. This one is table spread. What this does is it basically takes each of the unison voices and applies a different value to this parameter for that voice. So notice here when we sweep the wavetable position, that's the sound that it has, right? When we apply table spread to the unison, it does that sweep, but it applies that sound to each of the different unison voices, right? And you're not just limited to the table spread, you have spect spread and dist spread. What these are, these basically correlate to these two knobs. So for example, if you have this set to like inharmonic stretch, then this setting, spect spread, will basically spread that setting across all of the unison voices. Crazy wide sound. So notice here when we turn the unison off, we get basically nothing. And that's because with all of these effects, we're basically reducing this to almost a sine wave. But because we're spreading that voices and we have those different parameters on each voice basically goes from the sine wave to the full affected signal. You've got that kind of spread of the voices. So we have one voice that's that low deep sub. Let's actually just turn phase randomization off so we hear it the same every time. And the other voices are just creating that kind of harmonics on top. Pretty cool. So yeah, this is cool for like bass sounds. Like if we create a slight modulation on this, or if we just put some filter on it, modulate that filter, and then send it into like a distortion or something, we can get some pretty cool sounds that way for bass. but it's also really cool for creating kind of more sound designy stuff like glassy tones and, like I said, those magical spellcasty effect type of sounds. So let's just reduce all of this stuff. It's actually a sick bass sound. I want to turn off some of the effects. And then here, I want to look at the detune range. So if we set this to something that's like octave ranges, like 24, we get a wild variety of sounds here. So this helps to go over to the main panel and set this percentage up to 100%, because that means that this value will be that value. Otherwise, that percentage basically is a ratio of this value. Does that make sense? So here we have the full 24 spread. Go up, pick up an octave. Let's set up a modulator, random. We can leave the Perlin. That's pretty cool kind of spectrally sound as well. And if we set this to more of a sample hold and give it a faster pattern, we'll get these kind of more glassy psychedelic tones. Although it might help to create some kind of gated pattern here with maybe a filter or something like that. I'm going to turn this reverb off. Let's add a filter over here. And let's add a LFO to this filter. So I don't end up using this dist spread all that much because that's more the kind of FM spread kind of stuff. Generally speaking, when I'm doing FM, I'm not doing the unison stuff because that can kind of be detuned and can tend to sound a lot more noisy than I generally like my FM stuff to be. Unless I'm obviously trying to create some kind of noise with FM. But generally for the kind of leady stuff, I tend to not do too much of that unison stuff on this parameter here. However, just knowing what this does is super powerful for all sorts of drone, glassy sounds, magical spell cast type sounds. Really great for sound designy stuff, and it's also cool to just experiment with because, you know, a lot of the time with wavetable and subtractive synths, they often really struggle to create inharmonic sounds. Obviously here, this is not quite inharmonic because it's still within the harmonic series. So this doesn't actually change the spectrum. But when you pitch stuff with unison and you spread it among the octaves like that, you kind of get these I don't want to call them microtonal sounds, but you get these kind of sounds that are in between the harmonic series that generally wavetable and subtractive synths struggle with. So you kind of start to get that sort of spectral additive kind of sound because you're playing with partials that are in between the partials. Does that make sense? So a great technique. Yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know what you think in the comments. And yeah, if you haven't yet, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel. I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.